Hi, I'm Betoni from TrophyDevelopers, and I'm going to show you how you can add new content on your website. Now, we have already added this plugin whereby you can duplicate the content. Now, you go to copy to a new draft, adventures, and they want it up and in. So, and now we're going to just copy and paste. Copy this. Since it is already having keywords already, honeymoon holiday in Uganda, we can really remove the in and we have only honeymoon holidays. Then we say okay, because it is having the same design of the previous great experience page. So right now we're going to, there are a few things you can change here. You can change now this is the snippet. This is a snippet which will appear in Google. So we're going to delete that, then add this, and yeah, that one is okay. So we can add a modifier like Bunya adventure. We can in Uganda with the Bunya you can say bunya.com, because usually we want to keep it on brand. Not everyone is going to write like this. So when we add this modifier, it means we are unique from others and we are standing out. So these are some pro tips I'm sharing with you. Make sure you keep them confidential to yourself, or you share with your friends in case you want. Bunya adventure, I'm sorry I delayed, but let me show you everything now so that we don't have any problem. Now we're going to pick up some few words here just to add them in the snippet. Now with this content, it might appear okay experiences. Now let's add this is the meta description. It also happens it appears in Google. You see, it will appear here in Google, and if it happens to appear in Google, then now we're going to upload a photo which will appear in Facebook as a preview in case they share a link from their website. They might not be the good keywords, but with time you can research the right keywords for your photos, because usually everything should be keyworded. At the end of the day, if you don't add the right keywords, then your content might not be visible to the people, because people are using keywords and for you are not adding them. What are you thinking? You have to be in the customer's mind every time. So we say now it is here. It is going to be appearing for Facebook. In case you share that link we are going to publish, it will be appearing. So it is something great for your website. So we're going to give it some good contexture. Google doesn't read photos, images, or videos. It only reads texts which appear on your website. So including an alternative text, that is ALT, that is alternative, it will help Google to understand everything, explaining everything. Now this is how it is going to appear on Facebook. The content is not really appealing to them. So okay, now this one is it should be beautiful. We can start saying a honeymoon should be beautiful and So honeymoon in Uganda should be, when you say like that, should be honeymoon in Uganda should be beautiful, romantic, different, double, and above all, a classy place worth spending your life, your money, and time. we are not going to reduce your money, we're going to remove it. So that is how we're going to add it. And here, to be honest, this is going to be the that one is, this is going to be the title, and we are going to add this honeymoon. So we are going to stay like that, honeymoon. It is up here, it is down, it is up in the title, and also in the what, and also in the meta description, meaning you are going to create something good. Now we say publish, we haven't removed the content which was there previously. Remember, it is still there, so somewhere else in the theme, but right now we still have the old content which was there, but we have a new page created already. So what are you going to do? You're going to change all this content, add the other content, and everything is going to be fine. Make sure you understand what we're talking about here, because it is really vulnerable, important for you to have something good for your business, to update it yourself. This is what we do. Now we want to change this image too. Since you can add this in the beginning, it is also talking about honeymoon. You can change it, add that. Now it is talking about honeymoon, but is the size, is it the size? First check. We have to put everything right. By the way, make sure you put everything right. Size. Now this is the size. This is the size, and we must add also the alternative text in the content there. This is the size. Copy it, or in case you can memorize it, then add it, because you have to put the size of the image in case to help the browsers to load faster, to know that we have to put the space for the image. The space for the image is this. In case you don't add it, you give the browser hard time to understand which spaces it is supposed to provide, and for the text and for the other content. So make sure you make it accurate. You add the information well. I don't understand, but okay. This one is in romantic, it is in capital R. I don't know. That's how they did it, and we are not going to change the content, but we are going to add it only. We are just adding the content. We are not adding the super clever SEO. We are just putting the content, showing you how. And so here you can see everything is okay here. You just change the text here. You don't, those tags, you don't tamper with them, you just leave them as they are. Leave the flow be the same. So we're adding this content there in Uganda. So by the way, you can remove it, and I show you how you're going to I'm going to introduce you to better principles instead of being rigid to say not changing anything. But we can start like this. This is the better way. I'm going to show you now. Like, you should know that what you should know is in this system of WordPress, or in any publishing software, we must be sure that there is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Now we have all those H6, and so here we are having, this is H1, this is H2, this is H22 also, this is also H2. You see? So these are paragraphs. So don't get confused. This is italics. This is bold or strong, and this is italics, and it is EM. This is underlining. When you're underlining, it means underlining. This is H1, H2, heading 1, heading 2, up to heading 6, and This is a paragraph. This is how you put you go to another paragraph. This is a break. It shows a break. For here you can press here just to add an image, but for our system we are not adding the image. We are not adding the image from there. We have a better way of adding an image, because some of you don't know how. You don't know those tags well. So what we're going to do now, the sentence ends here, so we are going to press that. We are putting, you see, now we are putting, that's how you put, this is paragraph. In case you want to put some emphasis on some words, you want it bold, you can bold it. So there we are done, and we say save. We go to this, we go to the next, we check in our document. So we are continuing. We are continuing only. And we have some grammatical errors, but this grammar is trying to correct them, but it is not correcting everything. So now there we are done. We say save. You want to change the image. We still have another image here in our document. We can change the image, but this image is you can change the image, but since we don't want to do too much, okay, we want to do too much, so we are going to save this image. Not everything will be in Word document. Some things are not in Word document, but for our client, they sent the information and we are showing them how they can update the content themselves. Now this is let me see. I don't know how to read that name. Anyway, save it. You see, we have saved it. Now, after saving it, we are going to upload it. This is the image. Don't feel it is okay if Google doesn't know our names. We'll let it add it there. Again, I told you that we need to copy. We need to know the size. Now this image doesn't have a size, and it means Google will find hard time to know. I mean, the browsers will find hard time to understand which space they should leave for the image. And that's not the way things are supposed to be done. So here we are putting the alternative text again in the codes, because there it is a long way to go. It might be long for me to explain it well, but that's how it's supposed to be. We have our first image. This is our second image. We've added it. Now doesn't necessarily mean now okay, now we are going here, we are copying this, adding it here. If we are adding, since we are adding it here, we are giving it a name. So it had one. Let the text be in left, because people read from left to right. That's how people read information. They read from left to right, from left to right, and that's how they read. So we've added, and we are going to do the same for all other content. And in case the reader is not supposed to be taught how to read content on your website, so we follow the left to right with a good progression, and we should be conversational when we are creating content. Thank you for watching, and in case there is something you didn't understand, please kindly revert back to us.